Lightroom Slideshow module is a great way to show off your work without ever leaving the Lightroom environment. It's easier than ever to organize and sequence your images and relevant captions and music. One thing that's missing, however, is a way to make interesting transitions between images. In this video, you'll learn an incredibly easy way to use Photoshop's content-aware fill to create an eye-catching transition. So we're going to start in Lightroom, and I'm going to select an image that has a dominant foreground and element against a simple background. Right-click and select Edit In, and then Edit in Photoshop CC, or in this case, I'm going to open up sRGB 8 bits. That was the preset I made earlier. I made an 8-bit preset so this whole process in Photoshop would go quicker, but for the best quality, of course, 16-bit is a good way to go. Okay, so in Photoshop, I'm going to make a loose selection with the lasso tool around the foreground object. And next, I'm going to select Delete. Now here in the Fill dialog window, under Contents, I'm going to be sure that Content Aware is selected. Then I'm going to select OK. So what's going on now is you're going to see, it's pretty quick because I'm working with an 8-bit image here. Photoshop Content Aware goes in and says, okay, you want to delete this image, but instead of leaving a big hole there, it's saying, okay, you want me to fill in all the material that's kind of around that particular subject matter and do the best I can to make it look like there was nothing there. And frankly, I'm a little surprised because a lot of times I have to go back and do this a few times, changing the size of this selection and moving that around a bit just to get it to work right. But this time, just with the first attempt, I've done a really good job. This is what I mean when I say that content-aware fill is a little bit hit and miss. It's using some amazing, powerful algorithms in the background, but you're not always sure what you're going to get. That's why I was saying that if you choose subjects that are really kind of separate or standing alone with a fairly simple background like this, you're going to get better results than, let's say, if it's a very complex image with a complex background. I'm going to deselect the lasso. I'm going to go Command S, or Control S, and now I'm going to save this image. It's going to go back into Lightroom. We're in the slideshow module. If you look down here in the film strip, you can see the edited version now resides next to the original. Now I'm going to change the order. I want the original to come first. No, actually, you know what? You can choose whatever you want here. The transition is going to be interesting no matter what. But in this case, I think I'm going to want the girl to come up out of an empty landscape. So let me go ahead and see how that's going to play when I preview or play it. And now we'll have the empty landscape. And watch this. This is the transition that I think is so cool. Right there. Boom. It really does jazz up this slideshow. I use this technique a lot. I think it's easy. It's really effective. Every time I show this effect to people, I get a big wow. And it's so easy to do.